Yo, what's up, Swag? And you already know what time it is, man. It's your boy Keon Lar, aka KL Swag. Back here with a video, man. Look, man, we about to react to the 10 superstars who primes are being wasted, man. Make sure you come and subscribe, and let's just get into the reaction. Back here again with TBS. Yes.
Welcome back to TPS. We're all here for such a short amount of time, and our bodies don't hold up forever. But athletes have it so much worse. Whether it's baseball, dance, gymnastics, the NFL, the NHL, there's usually a short amount of time when everything is in sync and you can achieve your greatest feats. But for these players, they're stuck spending that time on mediocre to horrible teams. I'm Justin Fraction, and TPS presents 10 superstar athletes whose primes are being wasted on their current teams. Hold up, wait a minute. I'm pausing the video so I can put my 2 cents in it. We just want to let you know about our friggin' awesome giveaway at the end of the month, where we'll be giving away $500 cash, not to 1, not to 2, but 3 lucky subscribers. Why? Because we like you. And we want to thank you, the fans of TPS, for making all of this possible. So what do you have to do? Well, to enter the contest, all you need to do is subscribe and then have your notifications on. And you've got to be a regular commenter throughout the month. So smash that bell, like our videos, and comment on our videos too. And if you're already subscribed and you have your likes and notifications on, then just like and comment, and you'll be automatically entered into the random draw. So now you know what to do. Good luck to all yins out there. Number 10, Joey Bosa. The Los Angeles Chargers couldn't have asked for more through Bosa's first 5 NFL seasons. The number 3 pick from 2016 won Defensive Rookie of the Year honors, and he earned Pro Bowl selections in 3 of his first 4 NFL seasons. The 2019 First-Team All-Pro racked up 47.5 sacks through his first 5 seasons in just 63 games. That is insanely good production, but he's not receiving Aaron Donald or J.J. Watt-like attention because, well, the Chargers haven't done much since Bosa's arrival.
That's true.
The Chargers have just 1 playoff appearance to show for Bosa's dominance, and
true.
only 1 single postseason victory. Of course, these guys are the kings of underachieving and blowing close games. The good news for Bosa is that he's really only getting started. He's going to be a force for many years to come, and the Chargers could have something special in quarterback Justin Herbert.
Oh, yeah.
Can these two help change the fortunes of this franchise? That's still to be determined. But so far, they've had absolutely nothing to show for Bosa's dominant play. Number 9, Jacob deGrom. Since their 2015 World Series appearance, the Mets have probably underachieved more than any other MLB team. It's hard to watch, really. They have had one of the game's most dominant rotations, anchored by names like Jacob deGrom and Noah Syndergaard. The former, by the way, has the 2018 and 19 NL Cy Young Awards on his resume. deGrom also had a streak of 26 straight consecutive quality starts that spanned between those 2 seasons, while being named to the All-MLB First Team. But even with the expanded postseason format, the Mets once again failed to qualify. Even with one of the best pitchers in baseball, the Mets have finished 4th in the NL East in 3 of 4 seasons between 2017 and 2020, with the only exception being a 3rd-place finish in 2019. Could you imagine the Dodgers being that horrible with a guy like Clayton Kershaw? Didn't think so. It's hard to trust the Mets to do anything right these days, so hoping for a turnaround might be wishful thinking. At this point, deGrom's best bet at salvaging his prime would involve demanding a trade out of the Big Apple. Number 8, Carey Price. Arguably the NHL's best goalie over the past decade, Price has pieced together a Hall of Fame resume, having won the Hart Trophy as the league's MVP, which is a rarity for goalies during the 2014-15 season. Price also backstopped Team Canada to an Olympic gold medal at the 2014 Winter Olympics in Sochi. Sadly, the Montreal Canadiens have consistently failed to build a contender around Price. He single-handedly led them to Atlantic Division titles in the 2014-15 and 2016-17 seasons. But with Price as a starter, the furthest Montreal has ever gotten was the Eastern Conference Finals. That was back in 2014, but Price suffered a lower body injury in Game 1 of that series against the New York Rangers and missed the rest of the playoffs. Not surprisingly, his team couldn't survive the blow of losing their star goalie, as the Habs were eliminated by the Rangers in 6. Price has committed his long-term future to Montreal, but isn't it sad how they've continuously wasted his best years? Hopefully they can build a championship-caliber roster around him before his illustrious career ends. Number 7, Ezekiel Elliott. Just look at Elliott's resume through his first 4 NFL seasons. 3 Pro Bowls, 1 first-team and 1 second-team All-Pro selection. a trio of 1,000-yard seasons, and, oh yeah, the 2016 and 2018 rushing titles. But this is the Dallas Cowboys we're talking about. The team that enters every NFL season with the highest of Super Bowl expectations, but always fails to live up to them. Plus, the Cowboys won the NFC East with Elliott and Dak Prescott leading the way in 2016 and 18. But through Zeke's first 5 seasons, Dallas only has one playoff win. Hardly spectacular. For Prescott, his prime years are really only beginning. For Elliott, well, running backs are usually only great for about 5 to 7 years. The Cowboys have already wasted the bulk of Zeke's prime. The clock is ticking on his team to win a Super Bowl with Elliott leading the backfield. Number 6, Jack Eichel. The Buffalo Sabres selected the world-class center with the number 2 selection in the star-studded 2015 draft. Well, here we are, more than a half-decade later, and Eichel is still waiting for his first playoff experience. The Sabres have been downright awful with Eichel. He's already played for 3 different head coaches, and the franchise has employed 3 general managers since Eichel's arrival. At least they're consistent with one thing, and that's constant changes. Buffalo has come nowhere close to the postseason, finishing no better than 6th in the Atlantic Division since Eichel's 2015-16 rookie year. Too bad, because he's almost a point-per-game player who's made several of his line mates that much better over the years.
I ain't gonna lie, I couldn't play hockey,
NHL playoff drought for a reason. Bad ownership, management, and drafting, you name it. Some things never change. It's just too bad that a player of Eichel's caliber is forced to suffer because of the organization's ineptitude. Number 5, Bradley Beal. John Wall and Bradley Beal were once among the NBA's most dynamic duos, but the Washington Wizards never found that third star to complement.
You ever been driving down the street and you see some kind of a 4x4 and it's just caked on with mud and you go, those people
complement them, and the franchise never got past the second round with these two in the fold. The Wizards fell just 1 game short of reaching the Eastern Conference Finals in 2017. That was supposed to be the start of something special, but they got eliminated in round 1 the following year and missed out on the postseason altogether in 2019 and 2020. Wall was traded for Russell Westbrook before the 2020-2021 season, but that hasn't helped. In fact, the Wizards might even be worse. Beal's an all-star who's consistently among the NBA's top scorers. He's done all he can for the Wizards. But terrible management, bad trades, and awful drafting has led to his prime years being wasted big time. Most superstars in the NBA are playing on competitive playoff teams. At the moment, Beal isn't one of them. The Wizards clearly aren't going anywhere anytime soon. So here's hoping they do the right thing and trade Beal to a contender. This man deserves a run at a title, and it's definitely not happening in Washington. Number 4, Christian McCaffrey. Drafted 8th overall by the Carolina Panthers in 2017, Run CMC has emerged as a superstar on an otherwise mediocre team. Yes, they reached the postseason in McCaffrey's rookie year, but the team followed that up with 3 straight losing seasons. In 2019, McCaffrey joined Marshall Faulk and Roger Craig as the only running backs to post both 1,000 rushing yards and 1,000 receiving yards in a single season. Carolina only won 5 games that year. And in 2020, with McCaffrey sidelined for a majority of the season due to multiple injuries, the Panthers once again posted an identical 5-11 record. McCaffrey will only be 25 years old when the 2021 season kicks off. He's not done yet, but like we said with Zeke earlier, running backs only last so long in the NFL. That rule appears to have the Panthers rebuild on the right track, but they might want to speed things up a bit if they want to contend for a Super Bowl while CMC is still his dominant self. Number 3, KarlAnthony Towns. At least the Minnesota Timberwolves have tried to build around the first overall pick from the 2015 draft. At first, it was assumed that he and Andrew Wiggins would turn this team into a powerhouse, but the latter never fully lived up to expectations in many. So the Timberwolves traded for Chicago Bulls All-Star Jimmy Butler at the 2017 NBA Draft. Butler lasted just a little over 1 season before forcing a trade in 2017. So much for forming the next great Big Three. Towns has stuck around all while the T-Wolves endure questionable ownership from Glenn Taylor and awful roster management. Towns is a bona fide superstar who would enjoy MVP consideration if he played on a half-decent team. Minnesota has only made the playoffs once, dating all the way back to 2005. Towns got them there in 2018, but they were easily dispatched by the Houston Rockets in round 1. You just have to feel for Towns. He's not like all these other stars on bad teams who just demand a trade to a contender. He's tried to make the Timberwolves a relevant franchise, but they continue to fail. Number 2, Connor McDavid. McDavid is the best hockey player in the world. Just ask Sidney Crosby, who once carried that title. Too bad the Edmonton Oilers haven't made the most of that luxury.
Damn ass. The live news, sports, and shows you love with 85.
McDavid was hyped as a generational talent when he was taken first overall by the Oilers in 2015. He put up 3 straight 100-point seasons from 2016-17 to 2017-18, winning 2 scoring titles and the Hart Trophy in 2017. He has come just as advertised, if not better than advertised. And what do the Oilers have to show for it? Oh, you know, just the 1 playoff berth in 2017.
I wonder what's their workout.
They fell just 1 game short of reaching the Western Conference Final that year, then proceeded to miss the playoffs in each of the next 2 seasons. The Oilers finally returned to relevance in 2019-20, but they were eliminated by the underdog Chicago Blackhawks in the qualifying round of the expanded 2014 postseason. So technically, they missed the playoffs again. In Sidney Crosby's first 5 NHL seasons, the Pittsburgh Penguins had 4 playoff appearances, 2 trips to the finals, and a Stanley Cup championship in 2009. That's because they knew how to build around Crosby rather than waste his prime. McDavid has dispatched no desire to leave the Oilers. He wants to be part of the solution, but really, how much longer can they afford to waste all of these incredible seasons from the superstar center? Either build a winner around him, or just give him the chance to win elsewhere. This is too painful to watch. Number 1, Mike Trout. Who else could be number 1? Bro. Mike Trout is hands down the best player in all of baseball. Nobody's really debating that. Some are already arguing that he's the GOAT of baseball. Yes, even better than Babe Ruth and Hank Aaron. Trout is a 5-tool player with 0 weakness in his game. An elite hitter, a near-flawless defender, a big-time base-stealing threat, and of course, a beloved leader on and off the diamond. Despite annual All-Star selections and a trio of AL MVP awards, Trout has experienced precisely 0 playoff wins with the Los Angeles Angels. The Angels only got to the postseason once, and that was back in 2014. They were swept by the Kansas City Royals in the ALDS, however, and the franchise hasn't been back to the playoffs ever since. 2020 marked the franchise's 5th straight losing season. That's right, they can't even win a minimum of 82 games in a 162-game schedule. They've spent a lot of money on big-name free agents, including C.J. Wilson, Albert Pujols, Josh Hamilton, and others. And yet it's led to nothing but disappointment. Luckily for the Angels, Trout is fully committed to finishing his career there. He signed a 12-year record-breaking $426.5 million extension ahead of the 2019 season. But will they ever build a championship-caliber team around him? Let's hope so. The best player in the sport deserves some playoff wins and maybe a World Series title or 2, don't you think? What other superstars are having their prime years wasted? Join us in the comment section below. If you like this video and learn a thing or 2, clicking the like button helps us out a ton and we appreciate it. If this is your first time coming around on TPS though, subscribing is a great idea because we put out videos like this every single day. But as always, thanks for watching and we'll see you guys next time.
All right, you guys, I love you guys. Stay swag up. I will see you guys in the next video. Road to team.